Here, now we're ready to start. Hi, OGigigaming here. Hey, what you doing? Oh my gosh. Well, it's the end of the Krangle, and whew, what an experience. I just thought I would get on and share. I haven't streamed in a while, and you're probably wondering what was going on. So I thought we could just talk a little bit about that. As you can see, it's really sad and lonely right now. I'm setting in Act 7. Um, and Yeah, it's really sad and lonely in here. So that's because it's the end of the league. Tomorrow's starting a new one. It's not over yet in here, but I think for most, maybe it is. So, how did I do and what happened? Well, I did get the mystery box. I did level to 60. So I'm in for a random drawing, and we'll see on that because you know that Chris Wilson, well, you know all about me and not seeing one divine this past league. None. So with that, maybe I will be blessed with a surprise random gift since I hit 60. And if that's the case, hey, that's great. And we'll have to check it out. So, what happened? Holy moly. So, I started League really good, and things were going good on Friday. And I think I was at Act 3 or 4, moving right along, moving right along. And the next day, my grandkids came over and they found a jump rope. And I decided that I was going to teach them one of my old time favorite jump rope songs, Down in the Valley Where the Green Grass Grows. There sat Gigi, as sweet as a rose. If you know it, you know it. And whew, I got to Down in the Valley Where, and I must have came down wrong on my knee. Hurt myself pretty bad. Ended up going to the local hospital urgent care the next day. They sent me stat to orthopedic specialist. Had an MRI, and yeah, it's my journey on my knee is not over, guys. Like, I am truly doing the grandma thing. I've got a cane, I've got a walker, I've had to stay off of it. I haven't felt like sitting. I can't get in a good position to play Path of Exile and Elevate, which is a very serious requirement that I needed to do. And I play, my computer is all upstairs, so it is, let me just tell you. But not all was lost. I did play some. I took time. I iced and propped my leg up, and I did play. Reach level 60. Actually, first time playing this character. My skills were. Let's see where we got. I could tell you, but I wanted to show you a toxic rain and caustic arrow, and then I recently got the totems, which that's pretty cool. Like, that was totally cool, and I can just show you that a minute. And I, could I have went much further after 60? Maybe. I think I would have had to play with another player, and that was really cool because um, I think I was at like 56, and I was in Act 6, and somebody had, players welcome, join. And so I joined. And the player happened to be, and I wrote it down, it was an interesting name, Sniffy Sniffer. Okay, so Sniffy Sniffer had a party, and I joined, and it was that person and I. And I say he, Sniffy Sniffer could be a she. I just know that the majority of people that play are males, just from the statistics and everything. And I have a tendency, and because the character is a male, and sometimes. So anyway, I don't mean to offend anybody or anything. I don't know who Sniffy Sniffer is, but this exile was playing, and so I joined in, and we completed Act 6 and went to Act 7. Immediately, I was dying in Act 7, and Sniffy Sniffer asked me if we wanted to go back to the beacon and just run it and just level up, because they were one level ahead of me. And so I said, that sounded good to me. And we went back and we ran and we ran and we ran and we did it over and over. And we really got good XP on those pillars that you push. If you know what I'm talking about in that act, and you push them, and then when you get both of them in, you run up and you hit the torch. And their character was really good. And so I could not have did it without Sniffy Sniffer, and it was interesting because they had already leveled to 60, and then they stayed with me uh, until I leveled to 60, which I thought was so nice. So thank you, Sniffy Sniffer, if you're watching. I really appreciate that. And I've got to tell you, some of the good and bad of Krangle. The good thing is people like that. Like, I felt like there were so many people that were out there helping each other during this league. Like, it was just amazing how everybody was watching out. I was playing in this one group, and the character could not get through, and one of the other characters said, let's all go back and help them get through. They just can't make it through. And I just thought that was so cool. Like, we don't know that's what brings us together. Like, honestly, like Sniffy Sniffer, I don't know who that was. And they didn't know who I was. I mean, maybe they would have been surprised to know they were playing with Grandma, who was totally crangled with her leg, but they didn't care, because, you know, we had one common thing, and the one common goal for both of us was to hit level 60 and to have each other's back. And I loved it. And that's what I love about this game and the group of people that play Path of Exile. So I have found some of the kindest, generous, nicest people from all over the world. And I just love that. I love this community. So I reached level 60, and my leg was really bothering me. And so I was just done. So this character are pretty good. I'm thinking I might play the next one. Blast from the Past? Maybe so. Because somebody said to me that if you like this character and you didn't even know your passives, then you're going to love it when you really know your passive. It's a strong character. Yeah, let's talk about those passives for a minute, because boy, that tree was crazy. Like, that's mine. I was all over the place. Okay, I'm going to tell you what I loved about it, though. Seriously. It was like opening a present. Like, it was your birthday every time you leveled, because you went in. Oh, come on. Now, you got to admit it, you did. You hit at the node, you apply the points, and then you're so excited. You look at all the ones around there, and you're like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh man, oh man, oh man. It was fun. I thought that was fun. You know me, I don't have a big agenda. I think if you really wanted to be one of the top ranking, it probably might not have been that fun, because that was your goal, and I'm so happy for you, because that is an unbelievable achievement. But for me, it was just having fun, like I always do, in the journey. And so, yeah, I was enjoying this, and I learned a lot. And someone said to me, you're going to really have to think, Gigi, because, like, for example, my resistances Um, my resistances were terrible at the beginning. I could not find anything. I was dying constantly. And I was thinking, what? And then I was thinking, oh, purity of elements. And then I was thinking, how else can I get? And I had to do a little crafting. I hardly had any money, by the way, or any currency. Um, let's see. Let's go to. Let me just get down here. So yeah, so that was bad. I picked up one chaos, the whole time, and I didn't trade. I didn't sell. I didn't. I mean, I didn't sell. Didn't buy. Uh, and so I was just trying to do everything on my own. So I couldn't craft a whole lot, but I did craft some. They may not be on here now, the ones that I crafted. That was early on. That one is left. But other than that, early on, I did to survive. So good learning tool. If you decide that you ever want to play these little mini events again, that's one thing good. Is it will I learned more about the passive tree. I learned a lot about gems. I was using gems I never. How did that work? And I'll tell you a really good example because I play Righteous Fire most of the time. Well, on this totem, it's like, well, how does that work? I just put it in. It didn't show up. I put it in. Okay. Well, first of all, I had to get a 4 link so that I could link it, and realizing that it will not mimic, but mimic what my other. So I have toxic rain in here. So not only did I have toxic rain flying down on my key on Q, I had toxic rain over on my mouse, and so it was just a beautiful experience of toxic rain. I never knew that, so that was a good thing for me. So I'm glad I played, and I'm glad that I played a different character besides Righteous Fire. I'm very sad about my Krangled Knee. Like, I am totally krangled, guys. Like, I'm a mess. But I still have to have a smile on my face that I was jumping rope with my grandkids. They were pretty devastated though when their Gigi got hurt. I gotta say that, but it was a good experience. So nothing spectacular to really show. I'm sure a lot of you have played Toxic Rain, but just for people that haven't, it's sort of like this. I mean, watch me probably die right out of here about 7. But, so yeah, I've got oh man, why couldn't I have got that delirium when I was playing? That could have gave me some good XP. Yeah, a whole different style for me. One, because I'm a face taker on Righteous Fire. I just am running right through, and no, you can't do that on this. So you have to kind of stand back, and it was a good experience, actually. Now here's what would be incredible. If a divine dropped, and then I could say, oh, a divine did drop, but not necessarily on the league. It was on the mini league. So I might just do this again. Like, I'm thinking about it for a blast from the past. See, I ran up on him too far. I have to kind of just stand back here and then shoot. So I might be curious. I am going to check because, to be honest, I've seen a couple players and I've seen it in the past. They have played this thing where this little scorpion comes out and shoots. I think it's just a support maybe, and I just saw a couple people, excuse me, doing that, and I thought that was kind of fun. Just to have that little scorpion running behind you. It's I don't know. Is it Harold at the house? Or is it? I don't know. I don't know for sure. I'm gonna look it up when we get back. Cause I'm thinking, do I want to play tomorrow? Honestly, I have nothing. I'm on complete like grass, like leg rest. So if I can figure out how to prop this puppy up, I might be starting maybe tomorrow because I'm to be honest, I'm done. I'm done with the watching Netflix and stuff. Like I'm just worn out from that. So do you think I could have went all the way? Potentially. Doesn't matter. Could I have been a top? No, absolutely not. I don't know if I could have given it that much time, and I never went that high anyway. I just, when I know what the passing tree is. But I gotta say it was fun. Okay, so I looked it up, and I think I ranked like out of the maybe 15,000 or 14,000 that played, like 9,000. So pretty average in the middle. Like most people probably did 50 and 60. So I feel pretty good about that. So with all that being said, I just wanted to check in case you were concerned that you hadn't seen me for a while. I did want to thank Sniffy Sniffer for helping me out at the end to reach level 60. Very nice. And all the other people that I didn't even know they were playing with me or I was playing with them, just thank you for this great Path of Exile community that we have. And with that being said, maybe we'll be on tomorrow. Maybe I want to see Hitchcock, Hillcock, whatever, on the beach. You know, that's always my struggle. And then the next struggle is those damn roe eggs. Oops, I said, oops, I didn't mean that. And then we'll just move on from there. So with that being said, I hope that you had a good day today. And just remember, tomorrow is a great day for a great day. And thank you so much. Hopefully see you tomorrow.